One of my tips if you are a leader on an identity course, or if you are planning to be a leader on an identity course, is to believe in the power of the Holy Spirit. I love what we read at the end of John chapter 15, because as Jesus commands his disciples to testify about himself, that is, they are to testify about the identity and the mission of Jesus, he also promises that there will be someone else who will be testifying about these things. And who is he talking about? He's talking about the Holy Spirit of God. And what a great encouragement that is for us as we seek to tell people about Jesus on the identity course. So as we share the great news about the identity and mission of Jesus, we can be confident that the unseen Spirit of God is also testifying about these things in people's hearts. And now that doesn't mean that everybody on the identity course that you run will become a Christian, but it does mean that there are no impossible cases. So do believe in the power of the Holy Spirit. Another tip if you're a leader on the identity course is about how to answer questions. And I just want to encourage you not to press the download button. Do you know the button I mean? It's like for years and years we store away all sorts of information in our heads about certain questions, and then at last someone asks us to give an answer to that question that we've been preparing for so long. And then we hit the download button and it just all comes out at once. Be careful not to hit the download button. Be wise in what you say. Be careful about when you share the information that you have stored away. So don't hit the download button. Also, be keen to ask people questions of your own. So that's what I do when people ask me questions, almost as an instinct. I ask them a question in return. And not only does it give me time to think, but it also allows me to discover if there is a hidden question behind the presenting question that they've asked me. And the last tip on how to answer questions is to try and answer in a way that leads to Jesus. There's all sorts of different directions that we can take as we seek to answer people's questions, but try your hardest to answer in a way that leads to talk more about the identity and mission of Jesus. And one of the ways I found very helpful in identity is to try and answer people's questions from what we discover in John's Gospel. And I found that time and time again, that leads us in the direction that we want. That is, in the direction to talk more about Jesus.